Velma is a beautifully crafted show that boasts exceptional character development and outstanding production value. It possesses all the elements necessary for a truly outstanding production, from its witty humour to its well-constructed plot. It is a true masterpiece that is both captivating and enlightening to watch. The show dwells into the complexities of high school life and provides a valuable insight into a range of important issues, including politics and religion. It is truly a masterpiece. Psych that, nah, it's nothing like that. It's a cash grab, agenda oriented piece of garbage that needs to be trashed and dismissed off as quickly as possible. Let's get right into it. Velma is a HBO remake of the classic Scooby Doo TV show from the 1970s. The Scooby Doo show is about a team of mismatched teenagers who travel around the country solving local mysteries, whereby the main characters are lovable and enjoyable to watch. Velma is very smart and known for her intelligence and love of science. Scooby Doo is a lovable Great Dane who is easily scared but is loyal to his friends. Shaggy is known for his unkempt appearance and laid-back attitude. Fred is the leader of the mystery gang. He is brave and always ready for an adventure. He is very mechanically adept. Daphne is the fashionable member of the mystery gang. She is brave and known for her intelligence and her love of fashion. However, the main characters in Velma have been distorted. Velma is now portrayed as an acid-tongued race-swap lesbian. Daphne is now a mean girl and half-Asian drug dealer living with her two moms. What? And Fred is now a mentally challenged, hormone deficient rich kid. And Shaggy is now Norville. Okay? And Scooby is nowhere to be seen. You know, Scooby the dog who the show is named after. He's not there. These changes in characterization are not only unnecessary, but also come across as a cheap and lazy attempt to appeal to a more mature audience. The original characters were loved for their distinct personalities and characteristics, and the new versions fail to capture the spirit of the original series. The show is repulsive, creatively bankrupt, nasty, mean-spirited, and reprehensive terrible. I could easily make this a longer sentence, to be honest. That's how bad the show was. The basic narrative of the show is that a string of gruesome murders in the local high school draws the attention of Velma Dinkley, a geeky and unpopular teenager who finds herself as the prime suspect. Velma is still haunted by the disappearance of her mum years earlier, but eventually resolves to start investigating with occasional help from a former friend Daphne and locals, who she actually calls the B-word. The trail seems to lead to Fred Jones, who is basically a psychopath. The show's tone is very dark, mean-spirited, and lacks the light-heartedness and humour that made the original series so beloved to us all. The show includes excessive crudeness, adult comedy, excessive sex and nudity, and also, which is unnecessary, and it adds nothing to the story because nowadays comedy is adult jokes, sex jokes, and the lot.
You didn't mention Fred had a tiny dong.
Oh yeah, real baby carrot. And I'm gonna ride it all the way to victory.
Huh?
The original series was loved by audiences of all ages for its light-hearted humor and family-friendly content. The new show's supposed focus on high school.
You ever noticed how
shower
pilot
scenes
episodes of TV shows always have more gratuitous sex and nudity than the rest of the series? Oh my god, I have!
and a little bit of gore and obnoxious cussing seems to be an attempt to appeal to a more mature audience, because mature audiences love swearing and obnoxiousness and gore and high school shower scenes, really? But it ultimately comes across as a cheap and lazy way to do so. This is not a way you capture the audience. The show could have utilized its mature rating to create a more interesting and compelling story, but instead, it fails to deliver on that front. The show fails to deliver a compelling and well-written story, and the mystery elements are completely lacking. It's funny how this was even greenlit. Like, people actually sat down, watched this, animated this, went over it, and they said, yeah, this is an amazing show, we're going to. And it's funny because YouTube was promoting it as well, that it was so many ads about it and stuff, but it was garbage. That's what it was. The Scooby Gang actually hate each other in this show, which is a contrast to how the original was. There was teamwork built on trust and mutual respect of each other's abilities and skills. Their friendship was strong and they would look out for each other and support one another. They were a tight-knit group who have been through many adventures together, and they trust each other completely. This is an utter contrast to what we see in Velma. Fred is seen as a dumb, entitled, rich white male who is basically a baby because he is rich. I don't know where they were going with this. All the characters are unlikable. It is as if they actually want us to hate the show. They actually want us to hate the characters, which is stupid because these characters in the original were so very close knit together. They showed love between each other. In this show, they all hate each other. It's funny because Velma calls Daphne a B word all the time. But I guess the only okay character in this is Shaggy, or I guess Norville, but he can get annoying at times as well. Now let's go to the main thing, the humor. So, you know, obviously, since they put all this effort in, and this is meant to be a comedy, so there has to be some sort of humor in Velma, right? No, the show is void of comedy. The original obviously had a good sense of humor and it was enjoyable to watch, but Velma just uses hashtag jokes, gross humor, and dumb skits that fall flat on their face. Here are some examples.
Must be it, because the brilliant Velma Dinkley knows everything about everyone and isn't afraid to say it.
Exactly. I spit truth without a filter, like every comedian before hashtag Me Too.
Look, are you in or are you out?
Oh, I'm out. Because if you don't give me that file, I'll tell your police officer moms their perfect daughter is Fred Jones did not kill those two girls. His whole life, Fred has never had to lift a finger to do anything. He's been so pampered, his body hasn't even felt the need to fully mature. I mean, Fred literally can't feed himself.
That's not true. No, you just cut the food and put it on the, what's the dumb thing called? A dingo hopper.
Great. Show us.
Cutties. Mother, cutties.
Oh my god, he is just like a little boy.
I'm a suspect. I thought lesbians were good at solving crimes. It's like the one positive stereotype perpetuated.
So overall, Velma is a disappointment and a poorly executed reimagination of a beloved classic. The show fails to capture the spirit of the original series and instead opts for cheap shock value and basically what clicks, to be honest, I guess. You know, they click the right places, you know, for trying to make it trend, like women issues, feminism and things like that. I have no issue with that. But the issue is when you strip these original characters, that you already got a basis for these characters. You have a basis like the personality of Fred and all them in the other Scooby Doo franchise, meaning the other movies and stuff. You have that there, and then you come here and you make it totally different. You strip them of their personality. It's weird. If they had just switched out, you know, the characters, named them differently, this would be a different show altogether. This would not be Scooby Doo. It'd be something random and something, I guess, like like Family Guy or something like that. But this is not that. This is Scooby Doo we're looking at. This is Scooby Doo, and you've basically totally destroyed it. So in summary, Velma is garbage. That's the end of that. Thank you all for listening. I know this was a bit of a different video. If you like it, subscribe, share, etc. And I'll see you again soon. And now I will leave Mr. Midnight to finish the video.
Well, my children, thank you all for listening. I hope I ruined a classic childhood show for you all in this video, because my job is not just to cause fear and sorrow, it's also to spoil and ruin your memories and your thoughts. I'll see you very soon. So until then, love the darkness as it always follows.